Got a funny story for you. Casting my mind back now, when Facebook first started coming around, I think it might have been 2007, 2008, something like that. And around that time, I think I was a single guy, and I was a bit of a party animal. Obviously, that was the height of me cocaine days and me womanizing days. And I got chatting to a few girls on Facebook. I remember this one instance where I was talking to this girl, and I was having a couple of drinks, and we started chatting, and she offered us to hers for a little bit of a house party. It was her and a few mates around, and she only lived actually up the road from me at the time. And I was like, yeah, sure. So I went, didn't know this girl, just literally been talking online, invited us up. She had a few mates. Hi, I'm Luke, how are you doing? Chilling out with some people I'd never met before. And stuff like that I used to do quite regularly, but this one occasion, obviously, we got quite drunk together. And there was everybody left the party at a certain point, and we ended up getting together and we ended up having sex. Now, this woman was quite intoxicated, to say the least, and there was a part in between the sex where she got up and said, hang on a second, I've got to go and take a shit. Now, obviously, to my surprise, this was not very much a turn on, so I couldn't quite believe what had happened and what was happening. So anyway, put the clothes back on, and anyway, 5-10 minutes pass and I go downstairs to leave, and she's actually having a fight, full-on fist fight, with her mum, who had came in the house by this point, and she'd punched her in the face and she'd bloodied her nose, and her mum was screaming and crying, and she was going nuts, and she ran out, and her mum ran into the other room, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And anyway, I remember I brought a bottle of vodka. Vodka was my choice, my drink of choice. And then I noticed I brought a full bottle of vodka, and as I looked, there was hardly any left, and I was thinking, I didn't drink that much. She drank near my whole bottle of vodka. I didn't even realise she'd done it, right? She must have done it when we weren't looking. But anyway, obviously our mum's like got toilet roll on her nose, crying her eyes out. She's outside. I'm coming from, are you all right? Like, I'm Luke. I've just met her at night. I'm really, like, you know, I'm not sure what's going on. She's like, this is really embarrassing. I'm sorry. And all the rest. And like, you know, it's times like that where I'm thinking, wow, like what kind of situations did I used to get myself in? But anyway, what's the lesson in it? Because everything in life happens for us, right? This was just an absolute mad occasion, which I just have never forgot, right? But one of the things that comes to mind is when you're meeting a stranger, meet them for coffee, not fucking alcohol, because you have no idea how they're going to act. No idea at all. I had no clue. I had literally no clue. Like, how could you possibly know? And I guess this is a very important message to possibly people who are quite vulnerable out there as well, right? But think at the end of the day, it comes down to confidence. Having the confidence to meet somebody for the first time without alcohol is a skill that I think we need to develop more of. And so after that part, I started making a little bit more of a point of thinking, well, I've never met you before. It's probably not best we meet under, you know, alcoholic circumstances. Now, that's not, you know, tarnishing everybody with the same brush, if you will. Of course it's not. But however, you don't know how people are going to act with alcohol. And it's unpredictable, isn't it? Now in my life, alcohol doesn't really play much of a big role now. I have a couple of Baileys at Christmas and that's it. But I used to go out, I remember times when it was 10, 12, 13, 14 double vodkas. I used to go to Trillions and Legends in Newcastle almost every Saturday and get absolutely palatic 4 a.m.s, 5 a.m.s finish, you know, city takeaway, drooling down kebab meat, getting in states, you don't even know where you're at, what's going on. And the thing is, that's what you do when you're young, right? But you have to consider this when you're meeting new people. Consider that the best way to do it is over coffee, not over alcohol. And that in turn will help build your confidence. And confidence is a skill. We've got to remember this, that confidence is a skill, and it's a skill that needs to be developed. And every choice you make, which could be choices like instead of going for alcohol with somebody new, go for coffee, is a level up in confidence. So never doubt that it's so important to build your confidence, and be careful meeting someone under the influence of alcohol for the first time.